Get Select, a father and son podcast.
Finally! Again! Season 2, Episode 1. We have been off since how long now?
Well, a long time. Did you say 8 months? You were
Yes,
looking at roughly.
8 months.
Yeah, so hello everyone.
We're back.
We're back. I'm Ant, or Dad, and that is...
Brody.
Yeah,
Or the son.
or the son, indeed. We're back after a long hiatus, as it were, but that was the end of Season 1, we decided, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we're in Season 2, and we're starting off today with a game called the Plucky Squire.
Indeed, a game called the Plucky Squire, which we recently got on cartridge, didn't we, on Switch?
It will be a picture on the screen.
Yeah, I'll put a picture up of the cartridge on the screen that you can see. It's a game that I've wanted to play for a long time. It came out, I believe, last year. Let me check if that's right. I could be...
I remember something. It was last year, it was 2024. But you also you didn't do it because people kept saying it was so easy. But it's actually got some hard bits.
Yeah, it does. That's not the reason I didn't play it. The reason I didn't play it was I started playing it on Xbox Game Pass. No, actually on PlayStation 5, because it was on PlayStation Plus. And then I thought, this is actually a really good game. Because as soon as it starts, you have that weird bit where...
You're in the book for ages.
The music's like pulsating through the controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the coolest parts of it is that you go out of the book.
That's pretty much it. And we're going to get to that mechanic in a minute. I mean, I just want to talk about the fact that the reason I didn't play it to begin with, I wanted to play it on Switch.
But people kept saying it gave you so much guidance, and that's one of the reasons you said.
I wanted to play it on Switch. We got the physical cartridge. But you're right. People have said that the game's too easy.
But actually, there's hard bits, especially, for me, the beetles, and you, the bugs, which I actually got past pretty easy. But the beetles...
But you've got to remember, there are two variants to this mode. So there is a story mode. There is an
adventure mode.
And an adventure mode. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's linear and non-linear as well.
So the thing is, you have less dialogue, but I have more dialogue. Mine's on an easier mode, and yours on a harder mode.
Yes, so I'm on the normal mode, and I've set non-linear, which is meant to give it less dialogue. I imagine it does. And meant to make it a bit, not harder, but just so it doesn't go through... Because that was one of the big complaints that people had, was there was too much talking going on. Do you think that's the case?
Well, there's a lot of talking, but not all of it helps. I'm sometimes just skip past the dialogue sometimes anyway when I'm not... If I'm stuck on something, I will actually do the dialogue. But most of the time, I just can skip through the dialogue.
Yes, and so that was the argument. I'm enjoying it so far. We both have not finished it yet. We must say that.
We are quite at a similar bit. You're on the bit just a bit after it, so you're a few minutes ahead of me, basically.
Yeah, but it's super clever. I mean, we don't want to spoil it too much for everyone out there, but you play as a character called Jot, who lives in a book, basically.
One of the cool things are you unlock art pieces, which can tell you about the original planning for characters, and some things might surprise you, especially with a mouse, let's just say.
Let's just say the mouse, yes, indeed. And I think that's really clever as well, because that's what you're unlocking, little collectibles, little bits like that as well, plus going through the story. The idea behind the game is super clever. I don't think we're spoiling too much if we say you're in a book, you're telling a story, but you can come out of the book.
Yeah.
And so there's that 2D and 3D aspect of it.
And sometimes you actually need to go out of the book to do something.
To do some bits.
Go back in the book and
come back
area.
in. I must say, when I first heard about this, it was actually in a Nintendo Direct. A couple of years ago, I think. And I remember the guy, I think, I may be wrong, so I could get this wrong, but the guy that was, he was doing a video. Developer's name is James Turner. And he was talking, I think, on this video, and I think it's James that was talking about speaking to his son about this game, when he was designing it, kind of going, is this good? Is this what we'd want in this? And I think you can see that, can't you? That it takes a lot of inspiration from children.
Is it? Yeah. One of the main things you have to do, I'm not going to spoil it, is help one kid, let's just say.
And I think the idea that you're in this room that's a child's room, I think that's probably what he was getting at. Probably inspired by his own child, thinking, oh, yeah, you're in a room. I remember him doing that, and I remember thinking, that's a very clever idea, clearly putting a lot of work into it. Then a couple of years later, it gets released. It got criticism though,
Yeah.
just for being a bit
Easy.
easy. That's what people said. But actually,
It's
it's
not that-
super enjoyable. I actually got stuck on one bit, which was really hard.
The bugs, which I actually beat in one bit.
Yeah.
When I got stuck on one bit, the beetles.
Yeah, which there's a stealth bit in there which can be annoying, but there's nothing to worry about. You get caught, you go back to the beginning. It's not the end of the world. I'm actually really enjoying it at the moment,
Same.
and I'll play it through. Apparently, it's not a particularly long game,
Yeah.
but sometimes it doesn't have to be the longest game. If something's really clever, really well thought out, really fun.
Yeah. For example, I once played a game called WarioWare. Not the newer one. They get it together, and I completed it in a few hours. But it was actually really fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's part and parcel of it, really, isn't it? If something's really fun, it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah. And for example, once I played a demo, and if it's fun,
So I just hope that the new Mario Kart for the Switch 2 is going to be worth 80 hours. £1 an hour.
yeah, let's just say you may have booked 2 days off from your work,
I have indeed.
and you're planning to get the Game Pass, but you didn't.
The game pass, you mean the expansion pass?
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that.
And then you didn't. But that just means you're going to have to spend 2 days playing Mario Kart.
I recommend people going onto YouTube and watching some of the development videos. I don't think you've watched that, but I think
No.
there must be a couple on there. There's at least one that was with the Direct, and that was really interesting. I want to see where it goes and how much it changes and the story, well, where it goes. It's super interesting. There's a really interesting place called, is it called Artia?
Artia, with loads of artists.
Yeah, very
We
clever.
only know less than half of them.
Yeah,
now.
I don't have a degree in art, I'm afraid.
We know a few people. For example, there's a few paintings. Let's just say
Yeah, I know at least of a couple of them. Like I think Picasso's there,
Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo's there, and I'm not going to spoil that one, but there is a notorious person which I laughed at a lot. That's well known for being a master of disguise, and no one knows their identity. They are in the game. It's very clever. Anything else you want to add about this game? Obviously, until we finish it, we're not really going to know much more, are we? I'd recommend playing it. I picked it up for pretty cheap, £20 I think it was for the physical edition. I'd probably say that's about right. I think when it came out it was about I don't think it was £40. Maybe 28, 30. That's a lot for a digital version.
Well, I'm actually a bit confused now. Did you say it was £20 for the physical?
Yeah, I believe so. £20 or £25, yeah.
Well, for the digital, it's £26. I've had a look, and it's £26.
Oh, it's probably the same though. It's probably the same for the physical. But I had to wait. The physical wasn't out when they released the digital, and I wasn't gonna pay it. I really wanted the physical version. It's like when we had to wait for Sea of Stars, but I bought the digital, and then I also bought the physical of that.
Which we thought, they added a DLC by the way, we thought we would be able to both play at the same time, but since this game share thing, even though it was a game card and a digital, it still stopped us from doing it.
Yeah, it did. I don't know why it did that. Let's talk about
Game share.
game share and virtual game cards.
Oh, it's virtual game cards. Game share's on for Nintendo Switch too, isn't it?
Yeah. We had a real frustrating time, didn't we, trying to set that up?
Yeah, because we have 3 Switches in a household,
Yeah.
and it can only be linked between 2 properly.
2 properly, back and forth. That's fine.
Yeah.
The other one that we've got, which is Mum's Switch,
Yeah.
we have to lend them to her
Yeah.
for 15 days at a time.
So if she wants to play a game,
But then we can't play that game if we lend it
Yeah.
out. So it's a real... That's better in that sense, because we weren't able to include that before and do that, but now we can. Just the setup of me and you sharing games was difficult to begin with.
yeah.
It's fine now, but you're right. We don't appear to be able to play the same game at the same time,
Even if it's physical and digital.
but we've got a digital and physical version of it. I think it's getting a bit confused.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I suppose it might be because there's the DLC maybe, but
I think it's that. I think we're sharing DLC, so that's what's causing the problem. If we bought the DLC on both accounts, that would probably work, wouldn't it?
well, it's a free DLC, but if you bought a newer copy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it's new free DLC, which is the great thing about the Sea of Stars DLC.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Maybe we just need to download the free version for you as well.
Yeah.
That might work. Anyway, that's a separate thing. Plucky Squire, pick it up, enjoy it, play it through. Probably take 8 hours. That's what I've heard it takes. But if you're going to do 100%, I think it might take a bit longer to find all the art pieces. What do you think?
Yeah, and there is some really interesting art, and like I said before, something you never thought would happen. If you play the game and then find this art piece, you'll probably be confused, but what they were going for in the first place.
Yeah, and that's what's really cool about this and all the understanding of it. And the art style and it in general is very clever, very good. So, recommend picking it up. Would you recommend picking it up?
Yeah.
Full price?
Well, it depends if you think you'll like it, I suppose. But
Yeah. I'd probably say £20 to £25 is probably the sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
On picking it up. If you can get a physical version, great. There's a deluxe version as well, which I did not pick up, but that's like £36.
Is it deluxe version? I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a deluxe version of it, which comes with a soundtrack CD and an art book. I tell you what, Brody, there's no point in me going over the music in Plucky Squire because you play everything on mute.
I actually played a bit of it with music, but not much.
There's good narration in it for the book parts, I think.
Yeah, and there is some cool abilities you can unlock in it too.
Yeah, and as we go, we'll see which ones they are. I don't think you have to unlock the abilities, though. I think
No.
you could get through without doing that.
Yeah, but it can sometimes help you.
There's clearly a massive inspiration from this game from The Legend of Zelda. Yes?
Really?
I think so. I think it's a very Zelda-like game. I think it reminds me a little bit of a game like Link's Awakening. Obviously, there's a bit more involved with like coming out of the book into the 3D world, but the way he swings his sword is very Link.
Yeah, I suppose. But there's also...
Well, clearly you disagree with me.
Well, also, there's some bits in the game where you're out of the book, where you can go around and there's some stuff you need to do. I've said that, but there's some places that look pretty cool because it's supposed to be like in a child's room, like you said.
Yeah.
And there's some cool places you go to in it. For example, a dollhouse. Let's just say.
Well, I've actually got here. I'm reading some developer blog, and apparently another influence was Pixar movies like Toy Story, which I can see.
Yeah.
You know, especially that when they come out of the book, and obviously Mr. Men, Meg and Mog. They're like children's books.
Who's Meg and Mog?
I think they're a witch and a cat.
Oh.
Do you not remember them from school? I remember them. Mr. Men, you know them though.
Oh, Mr. Men, yeah. For a second I didn't know what you were talking about, but then I
Mr.
realised.
Men. You're like, I don't know what Mr. Men are. I've never heard of a Mr. Man.
The game we're going to be really excited for is it's got a Mario Odyssey-esque environment to it. It's a Donkey Kong game.
And that's going to be in a future game select. We've got Donkey Kong Bonanza, whatever it's called. Bananas. Bonanza. Yeah, that's going to be a fun game. I'm looking forward to that. We've got an exciting time ahead with the Switch 2 launch. Let's see. Next time we meet, we'll probably be discussing the Switch 2. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to add, Brody? But it's nice to be back for season 2. Enjoying it. I think we've got some fun times ahead. Obviously, you're now older, so what I might have to start getting you to do is you might have to start editing the podcast now.
I'm only 1 year older.
Well, we'll see. You're going to have to start helping getting you edit it, please. I have not got the time, but maybe not. Maybe not then. Maybe that's a couple more years yet before we do that. But perfect. I think we're going to have some fun times, especially when the Switch is launched. Take care, everyone.
Are we going to do one on Nintendo Switch too?
I don't know, Brody. Mario Kart. We'll probably have to do Mario Kart.
I suppose, but we could do it or
On the Switch in general.
On the Switch 2, and we could do it on Mario Kart. We could do Mario Kart and Switch 2.
We could. Let's have a think about that. I think we've got a few ideas for season 2 that we need to work on, haven't we?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for coming back to us.
Well,
Speak to you next time.
Yep, next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Game Select, a Father and Son podcast.